A Louisville woman says she was addicted to drugs using meth and heroin while pregnant. As WDRB's Monica Harkin shares, it took the mother overdosing in front of her daughter to save both their lives.
For this little 2-year-old, laughter comes easily. A simple joy her mommy, Mercury Kugler, worked hard to see.
My mom was an addict, my dad was an addict.
And continues to work for.
And it's a fight every single day.
Drugs, the previous light of her life.
Next thing I know, I was doing hard drugs, heroin, meth, and they went hand in hand.
As a young 20-something, she was using, sometimes even with her mom.
Like me and my mom was like more so drug buddies than anything.
Occasionally, she sold drugs and sometimes found herself living on the streets.
It got to a point that I did not care about anything or anybody, who I hurt, who I manipulated, other than getting high one more time. That's all it consisted of.
Until she met her partner, Arthur, about 10 years ago.
She has really played a big part in me changing my life.
She quickly realized it wasn't easy to quit.
I was trying to do better for him. I was trying to do better for everything but myself. And I did want better. I just didn't want to do the work to do better.
For years, she was in and out of jail on drug charges. Sometimes they're long enough to sober up. And after infertility, in 2019, she was surprised to find out she was pregnant.
When I woke up,
5 months pregnant.
Something different for myself.
She was actively still using meth and heroin.
When I got pregnant with her, it was just time. Like, I was miserable, I was exhausted. I hadn't seen too much, and I knew, like, I had proved to myself, this is not gonna get any better. This is only gonna get worse.
Substance abuse during pregnancy can lead to problems and, in extreme cases, death. But one of the more common outcomes is neonatal abstinence syndrome.
So neonatal abstinence syndrome is withdrawal from the substances because now that they're no longer, in the mother's system, they're not exposed to those drugs. And so they often...
baby withdrawal.
Exactly, baby withdrawal. So they'll have the symptoms of withdrawal just like an adult would.
The issue is so prevalent, Norton Women's and Children's Hospital has a specific NICU for these newborns. The lights are off, it's quiet. And with specific care, babies can overcome it.
Engage in recovery.
But doctors like Kendall Stevens hope women facing drug addictions will come see them sooner.
Even in the 3rd trimester, it's not too late.
The MOST program, maternal opiate and substance treatment, started in 2015. It helps pregnant women safely stop using with the help of medications like Suboxone, but also with wraparound services like therapy and peer support groups.
Not everybody understands addiction at all, but especially doesn't understand using when you're pregnant. I can't believe you would use while you're pregnant. I mean, I can't believe I did either, but drugs have a hold of you. Like, you do things that you don't want to do. With
the help of the program, January 6, 2022, she had her baby.
I got sober, I stayed sober, I had her, and by the grace of God, she did not have anything in her system. Put her in here.
And her name?
Here, Journey.
They couldn't help but select.
Strap her in.
Journey.
And it had been such a journey.
But there was still one more threat looming. Postpartum moms who return to using have the highest chance of overdose.
I would like to tell you I stayed sober, but I did not.
Kugler's mother died the same day she gave birth to Journey. And 2 months later, Kugler's grandma also died. Alone at home with 2-month-old Journey, Kugler overdosed.
Like, thank God Arthur come home from work, because I would have laid there and I would have died and my baby would have been there. That was it for me, and I meant it that time.
More than 2 years later, she's clean and works at 7 counties on the peer support team.
If I can do this, anybody can do this. Truly.
Helping others on paths just like hers recover. As the light of her life,
I want to teach her things that nobody taught me.
Keeps her strong.
I have to do this for me so I can be there for her. Be careful, baby.
In Louisville, with photojournalist Chad Kintliner, Monica Harkins, WDRB News.